The first repository I ever visited was the British Library at Colindale, which was a newspaper library. And I went there, I was doing my undergraduate thesis, so this was, can I tell you, 1979-80, it was that academic year. I'm not sure if it was the end of 79, beginning of 1980, but it was then. And the British Library, newspaper library at Colindale, you would go in and you would order your things, you would sit there, and then a man in an overcoat kind of thing, in a work coat, would trundle a trolley to you with huge bound volumes, 3-foot high volumes of newspapers. And they would put them up on the desk, and you would go through the newspapers, the dust would go everywhere, and the ink would come off on you, and you would be covered from head to toe with the stuff. But it was fantastic. It was fantastic to do. But the most amazing thing about that trip, apart from the joy of touching those old newspapers, the washrooms at the British Library at Colindale in those days were all mahogany, thick toilet seats and everything. And it was beautifully, brass fittings. It was the most luxurious washroom I had ever seen in my life up to that time. And the most amazing thing about it was, I'm sorry to tell you this, the lavatory paper. The lavatory paper was that hard, shiny paper that you might know of, but on every sheet was printed HMSO, the Magistrate's Stationery Office. Because toilet paper in those days was mass-produced for government by the Stationery Office. Now, the next time I went to this archive a year later, there was no hard, shiny paper, and I thought I must have imagined it. And I forgot about it for years. But in 2005, the Freedom of Information Act was passed in the UK, and they released a whole set of documents. One of the more bizarre set of documents they released was a whole file discussing lavatory paper for government. In 1963, the governor of, not the governor, the ambassador, the British ambassador to Greece, complained that the hard, shiny lavatory paper was impacting his health and asked that government change the supply of lavatory paper. This was in 1963. For the next 15 years, the government debated whether it should change the lavatory paper. In 1970, they consulted a professor of tropical medicine at the School of Tropical Medicine and Hygiene in London. And he said that the hard, shiny stuff was healthier, particularly in tropical climates, and so they should keep it. So the argument, the unions got involved. Mr. Iden will appreciate this. The unions got involved that this paper was damaging their work ethic and so on. And so eventually, in 1980, just at the moment where I was having this experience for the first time, they decided to change the paper. So after 1980, they ceased buying this paper in bulk, and they switched to soft lavatory paper. Now there's a set of archival information you will not find anywhere else, but in the Public Records Office in London. All of our societies in the Caribbean are seriously cash-strapped at the moment, more than usual, and we have many developmental priorities. So while in this audience I could make a call for more resources to archives, when I am in another context, I'm told to get to the end of the queue. Right? So that when part of the process of negotiation should be to say, give us the resources so that we can not only get this material back, but we can have proper access to it. I think that's a case that could be made.